off. My family was laughing at me so bad because we were sitting watching TV and it had flickered and it just like flickered and it went black and then it came back on. But when it went black, when I tell y'all, my heart just dropped. I just was like, oh God, I do not. I don't want to replace the TV right now. And then it came back on. They were like, yo, you were devastated. I said, yeah, because the first thing that comes to my mind is,
who fixing
fuck,
it?
I'm going to have to replace the TV now. Welcome to Thoughts in the Glass podcast. I'm Latoya.
And I'm Kendra.
And this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts on a variety of topics.
So sit back, grab your favorite drink. Hope you have your costumes on for the holiday season of Halloween. And join us on our journey of laughs and good times.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Well, it's tomorrow, but you get it. Every week we do a drink of the night. And so this week we did something for the season. So Kendra, what are we drinking tonight?
So tonight we're drinking the Skeleton Key. Ooh. So to make this, you'll do 1 1/4 ounce. So this is for a singular. I doubled it for Latoya and I, but you'll do 1 1/4 ounce of bourbon whiskey, 3/4 ounce of elderflower, 1.5 ounces of freshly squeezed lemon juice, or the lemon juice that we use that should come out from the produce section, 3 to 4 ounces of ginger beer, and 8 dashes of bitters. Now, when you make this, make sure you do all of the ingredients first outside of the ginger beer, because you cannot shake up that ginger beer or it'll explode. So you could do all of the ingredients together and then, like I did, top it off with the ginger beer.
And we added a few drops of grenadine
just to kind of
give it
spice
some
it
color.
up.
Yeah. Cheers.
Oh, this is real good.
I like. Sorry for crunching that. I just like elderflower liqueur. I don't know why I like it because it has a weird taste, but it's. You ever like something weird? Like how people like black jelly beans.
That's nasty.
I know.
And black licorice.
But I feel like this has a weird taste, but it's a weird taste that I like.
That you like.
Anyway, it's good.
So my friends, am Harley Quinn.
So cute.
You are
Dolores. Is it giving Dolores?
She hears all the hearing. All right, now you know who I am. That's all right. So, how was your week?
It was a good week. I was super busy at work. I feel like everybody's been busy. Everybody I talked to, from my cousin, my brother, my husband, all my friends, when we talk, everybody has just been busy this week.
I know. It's been
and I wonder if it's because like it's like the middle or it's like the fall where like everybody's just coming down off the summertime. Everybody's refocused. It's been crazy busy for me. So super busy week. Over the weekend, what did I do? Just really spent some family time. My husband's getting ready to go out of town, so I know we were trying to just spend some time and do all of that before he got to go on a work trip. I took Hercules to an outdoor movie.
Fun.
Don't do me. That's my baby. Did he watch the movie? No, but I think he just enjoyed like, being outside and like chilling with me. So
absolutely,
that was nice. And that was basically it. We didn't really do a whole lot this week.
I don't think we did too much either. Oh, I'm lying. So Friday, my mom and my bonus sister Alicia invited me to a winery ladies' night.
Nice.
So it was down in like Calverton, going down 301, Odin, whatever that's down there. So that was nice. And then last weekend, or a couple weekends ago, all of the siblings got together.
How was that? All the siblings got together?
All my siblings.
Cool.
So that was a good time. We went to Blackwall Hitch.
Oh,
bar
I love that.
Is it Blackwall?
Yeah.
Hitch Bar and
so they
lounge but no, Blackwall Bar. It's now Hitch. Blackwall Bar and Lounge in Gambrels.
Oh, Gambrels. Okay.
In Gambrels. So that was
because they have a few locations.
Yep.
And I think they're kind of like founded farmers where the names are a little bit different at each location. But I love them.
They're like the brunch. American Grill, so like with Patsy's and American Buffet, like all of them.
Like Sweetwater, all of those, yeah.
So that was fun. Well, that's it. We just kind of getting ready for winter and starting to like switch my clothes out and stuff like that. So getting the boys their long sleeve shirts and all of that. So that's about it.
Yeah. It is that time of year to transition everything up. Oh, and I put out my although I did this a couple weeks ago, and I guess we never talked about it, but or maybe we did, I don't know. But anyway, I put out all my little fall stuff on the porch.
Super cute, super cute decor.
I put out all my
girl, we put out pumpkins. Them squirrels got up in my pumpkins.
The squirrels got your pumpkins? I don't do real pumpkins anymore for that reason.
All the pumpkins.
Damn.
So it was fun. Such as life.
And you bought them. You bought them.
No, so we got them free when we get to the pumpkin patch.
Oh, okay. But still, I would be pissed.
Yeah, like my little decoration, they didn't even last the whole month.
Yeah, for that absolute reason is why I don't do real pumpkins anymore. And because I don't want to have to keep buying them every year. The one thing though about the fake pumpkins though, I noticed mine are starting to fade. So like they were kind of bright and vibrant colors, and I think I've had them now for 4 years, so now they're starting to fade. So that's the only downfall on that. But whatever, I'm gonna keep. Look, eventually they're gonna be white pumpkins, but they still gonna be on that.
They still gonna pumpkin. Them pumpkins still gonna pumpkin.
So, are you watching anything or reading anything?
So it's this new show. Damn it! I started watching it because I saw the commercial when I was on Instagram or something. I don't know where I was. Maybe on TikTok. And it's called. Give me 1 second. What is it under? It's Hulu. It's on Hulu. And it's called High Potential.
Ooh, what's that about?
So, I'm always watching the crime shows. So, it's this lady who is a cleaner, but she has a very high IQ.
Oh, I seen the preview for that.
And she has, like, obsession, like, compulsion, where if she starts seeing something that she knows is wrong, if she doesn't think of it, like, she don't fix it immediately, she keeps thinking about it. So, she is a cleaner so she works at night. So, she's a cleaner at the police station, and when she goes, she sees the board and she sees that the board is incorrect, so she fixes the board. That this is basically what the advertisement is that you would see. So no spoilers, but she fixes the board and somebody's like, well, who did this to the board? So they find out like her IQ and this and that, blah blah blah. So it's cute. I'm trying to get through all of the seasons so that I could be up to date of Chicago PD.
Oh yeah,
I was watching Chicago Fire. The Irrational is good. I think we talked about that.
We talked about that, yeah.
So the new one is High Potential. So I'm liking that. I was going to get into Reasonable Doubt. I don't think I'm going to this year.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, so me too. Because I told you my reason is because they canceled it. So now
that's right. We did talk about that.
I started watching Nobody Wants This. It's a cute little white rom-com. I think it's basically trying to give, like, at least from my perspective, I feel like it's trying to give like awareness to like the Jewish religion, because it's the main character, her and her sister have a podcast. That's why I started watching it, because I was like, oh, let me see what they're talking about. So her and her sister have a podcast, and they're both single, and they talk about their life and dating and stuff like that. And she ends up meeting this rabbi who's single, and they hit it off.
Okay.
Well, she's not Jewish, but he is. That's a big part of his life because he's a rabbi. But they like each other. They start dating, and basically it's just a story of like how they like their challenges and like how they try to navigate, dating. Him dating outside of his religion, her dating in general. I thought it was super cute, but I'm somebody too that likes dry humor.
Okay.
So like, I would say this: if you like shows like Schitt's Creek, if you like stuff like that, like dry white humor, it's like that. There's a show that I loved. Actually, two shows that I really loved. One was called The Good Place. Did you ever watch that?
I love the Good Place.
Good Place was so good. So it's that kind of humor.
Okay, I love the Good Place.
And then another show that I loved was You're the Worst. Did you ever watch that? Okay, You're the Worst was very similar. Kind of that snarky, just dry white humor. So this show is kind of like those two, but the premise is different. But the humor is very similar. Yeah. So if you're into that, I know I feel like a lot of people don't be into that, but like I love it.
It's another. I think I talked about Brilliant Minds. That one. I started watching that. Oh, are you caught up on Abbott?
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes.
Which one? I don't know what. I can't remember the episode, child. But here lately they be having me cracking.
No, Abbott has always been good.
I've been laughing, but I laughed out loud.
What I love for me, and I guess everybody probably feels this way, but I love when like I can see myself and different people around me represented in the characters. So my brother swears that I'm like a Janine. What? Really? You agree? I feel like I'm more of a Barbara. But the one, spoiler alert, the one where she was like, her and Gregory, where she was like, no, we're not selling drugs, we're having sex.
Yeah, that's what I laughed at. The girl, when I said,
my brother was like, that's some shit you would have done.
I hollered. It was so funny.
I think it's hilarious, but then also too, I feel like Gregory acts like Jay a lot in a way of like, one, the weird shit that he be into. When he was explaining them rocks, I was like, this is how I feel when you be talking to me about cars. Yeah. Like,
what are you saying?
What are you saying? So that was funny. And then my little brother Chris, he said that his personality is closest to the janitor, and I was like, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
I don't know.
I don't like that people think I'm Janine. I don't like that. That's what it's given.
Not bad.
That's funny. But yeah, so I'm caught up on the first 3 episodes of Abbott. I love that show. I love the success for her. Like, and I like the fact, like, I like when we have a quality product. You know what I mean? Like in the Black community that we can be proud of. Speaking of the Texas rally. I'm surprised. So, okay, a couple things I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Beyoncé came out. But another part of me felt like if they're doing that, I think I don't know. I don't want to say this, but I think that they're desperate for, not desperate, but like they're like we have to pull out all the stops to get these votes.
Well, I think the thing is it's not a desperation, but it's you don't know where the country is. It's like you have people that are saying, "Oh, it's just you don't know."
Yeah.
And you do have to kind of like dig in your Barney bag of things so that people, because he don't have anybody supporting him,
right?
Like celebrity wise.
Yeah.
But the ones that are,
for what's his face, the Tesla guy. Elon Musk. That's
sitting here talking to Putin. Like this, it's so much illegal shit that goes on that side. How you giving somebody $1 million?
And I'm like, and somebody said this on CNN when I was watching it. They were like, with all the money that he has and all the lawyers and things that he has, how come nobody kind of instructed him of like, hey, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Because nobody's going to tell him he can't. Nobody's going to stop. Nobody. It's shit that Trump is doing. It's illegal. Nobody's going to tell him to stop. The stuff that Elon Musk is doing, like he kept saying, I can't remember what the name of it is. It's basically when you are a citizen doing treasonous type things, but not to the point of treason. I can't remember what the name of it is, but they were talking about it with Hunter Biden. But since he's no longer president, Donald Trump shouldn't have been talking to Putin, and Elon Musk definitely shouldn't be talking to Putin. But nobody cares on that side. Like, it's so crazy because and this is one thing because she and Michelle were at in Wisconsin yesterday, and Michelle Obama, and she said, "Why is it that they aren't on the same level? Like they are not having to play the same level of game. Like she has to be perfect,
yes,
and he can just be out here being a blundering fool." And still, the country's like, oh well, and you know what? And it's people that don't want to really say it. The moment, and it's not about her presidency. The moment that when men do not want women, and not talking about black women, white women, just women. The moment that they lose control and realize a woman realizes I could be that, all of a sudden the shackles that you have put on, you know, women in the South or women, you start looking at things a little differently. Like I don't have to. I could be from basically having a single mother because my parents were divorced. Come from a single mother household. My mom, you know, luckily they were in the education and things like that. But you could still come from that, and you ain't gotta. You don't have to. You don't have to have children like that. She basically emulizes that you can have everything in the world without having kids. You can get married late. You can still have your career. You could put your career first and have your family. She's a mother to her stepchildren, and she's still down to her earth. You know what I'm saying? She could still cook some collard greens. She could still go make some mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? She's still gonna do the things. And it's just like he ain't done a damn thing. He has done nothing, and everything that they're trying to talk about, like what has she done? She's not the president.
Right.
She is not the president. That's like saying, what has your wife done when you're the head of the household? Well, why are the bills not paid? Well, she don't pay them. That's not her job. She's just here to support me. Right. So if that's what her job is, if she's been doing her job to support Joe, then I'm trying to understand what you're talking about.
It's so, to me, it's so I don't know the word to use, but like, so okay, let's hypothetically say that she was doing all the things that they're calling her out for not doing. So she's in the role as vice president and going against her running mate on
that would be a thing.
Topics and things like that. She's not supporting him. She's going against it. That would be that. Well, how can you be in office when you don't even agree with your running mate? You went against him on this and that. So it's like she's in the job. She's doing the job to the best of her ability. She is the vice president. Like you said, her role is to support the president. Right? She understood that going in. Her views she may not agree with him on everything, but at the end of the day, that's his deputy. So she got to support him. You know what I mean? Like, and she can push back on certain things, which I think she did do, but like, it can't be egregious. Right. If it were, they would say they would strike that against her. Like, oh, how can you do this when you don't even agree with him? So it's just like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Right. And I saw somebody else saying this, that it was the same thing with Obama, even though they gave him a little bit more grace, I think because he's a man. But it was the same thing with him where like he just had to uphold this level of decorum that was well above everybody else.
I mean, everybody, and not even just him, his wife.
Yeah, his entire family.
It just trickled down. But back to with Texas, and I'm glad. I think it makes sense because that's where they're from, right? They are supporting her, so I don't think that it was anything egregious to have them come out and talk to their people, and they, no matter how you slice it, that level of stardom is going to bring
absolutely
the folks out. I mean, she had 30,000 people at that daggone thing.
Absolutely.
So that's definitely, I can understand that. And then that causes eyes to come, right? So if you say, oh, Beyonce gonna be there, everybody looking. Yeah. Everybody's trying to record it, right? It would be the same thing if they said Taylor Swift was coming. Right. So, yeah, but then when Amber Rose comes on, she won't be like me. I wish she would sit her bald-headed ass down. I wish she would sit her bald-headed ass down.
Somebody called her the Temu version of Doja Cat.
I wish somebody would sit her she would sit her bald-headed ass. She is so irritating.
Girl, in what world does Beyonce want to be you? In what world? And then when I looked at the two speeches, because there was a clip going around where they had them side by side, they were slightly similar, but not really. Like, lots of women are mothers, and lots of women speak from the perception of being a mom. So if you say that and I say that, that doesn't mean I'm copying you. If we both mothers, we both mothers.
Right, and she didn't say it verbatim. Now, because what's her face was verbatim.
Right, and that's what I said too. I said that we could look at Melania Trump and see how she stole a speech word for word. Beyonce definitely did not do that.
I wish she would just sit her bald-headed ass down.
But again, like you said, it's bringing eyes, bringing attention. So I guess that's the...
But Amber Rose don't have shit going on. Nobody cares about her.
Yeah.
I think Cher dating her baby father.
Oh, for real? Damn.
Looking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
I also noticed how Beyonce came out with Kelly, and granted, Kelly is from Houston too, so she probably wanted to speak, but it was given, I ain't hanging out with my man, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend.
I'm not hanging out with
my sister. I'm not hanging out with my man.
I don't know what's up with you.
I feel like she do hang, like she be with him,
but not in that form.
But yeah,
but I think they wouldn't have him either because of the type of form that it was more about the abortion.
And he's not from Houston, he's from New York.
Right. And then it just about because it was more about women empowerment.
Yeah.
Because it was her mom. It was a few other people. Because I can't remember who introduced her mother. I can't remember the lineup because somebody introduced her mom.
Was it Kerry Washington or was it Jordan Sparks?
I don't remember.
Because I feel like they were there too.
I can't remember exactly who it was. It might have been. I had to look it up.
But yeah, I just noticed that. I was like, she not really. And I wonder if, switching topics, I wonder if it has anything to do with like Z apparently being tied up in all this Diddy stuff, which I know he did his dirt, but I really hope that he don't. Honestly, I'm not going to say I don't give a fuck about Jay-Z, but I mean, just don't hope he bring Beyonce down. Listen, do your dirt, but don't bring her down. Like, I just hope with everything in me, I know these celebrities aren't perfect, but I hope with everything in me that she didn't have nothing to do with this shit. Like, I hope it was one of them things where she was like, I didn't know about it. We were separated at the time. We just wasn't telling nobody.
I'm not going for that. She didn't know about it. I can't do that. But
I'm hoping she didn't. Like, I'm hoping he did his dirt behind her back. Because I just feel like, how could she condone that? You know?
I think that when it comes down to it, Beyonce was also in a situation where she was young. Yeah. You've been with this person for this long. And it's not the only person in their hemisphere has done that. And sometimes you be a part of stuff because it's the norm.
Yeah,
and
it's your norm.
It is, right,
yeah.
It is the norm. You said about, like, Cassie stay as long as she did. It was her norm.
Mm-hmm.
She got out of it because somebody else made it unnormal. But she may know he does it, but doesn't participate. You know, it'd be a whole host of things. Because if you divorce, then everything comes out, so you try to hold face. So it's just be a whole.
I hope that I'm pretty sure she has a tight legal team, but I hope that she has insulated herself and protected herself to where if Jay-Z does go down, she doesn't have to go down with him.
Because niggas is good for you to go down with them.
Yeah. Love for you to do that.
They love for you to ride. Oh, excuse me. Yes, a diddler.
Oh, yeah.
They got more charges.
So,
I got a video of him with a young somebody.
I was hearing about some of the stuff that was going on, and I can't even listen to it. Like so disgusting. Some of the shit that was happening. I can't even sit and listen to this.
Because it's crazy. He got new charges. Excuse me. He has new charges out. I think he's still locked up.
Well, he didn't make bail, so he has to be still locked up.
But see, now I done seen a video, and it could be somebody else, R. Kelly, walking on the outside.
You really think that? I feel like he probably is in a prison that has all of the
amenities,
accoutrements, where he where he may be able to, like, a courtyard or something like that he can walk through. You know what I mean? And it may appear that he's outside, but I can't imagine him not being in jail. Maybe he was on his way to court.
They don't go to court like that. They get bused to court.
You think so? But released on what though? Like on house arrest? How long has R. Kelly been in jail?
Not long enough. It's only been like years, maybe.
But see, it may have been a situation of like years with a chance for not release, but like they can put them in. And their lawyers probably did this. If they feel like it's a threat to your life for you to be in jail, they'll have you like basically be on house arrest because it's costing the state or the county too much money to constantly have like security on you so that nobody like tries to kill you.
In Chicago, he's just been released from jail. Let's listen in.
Thanks for the order, guys. I promise you, we're going to straighten all of this stuff out. That's all I can say right now. I promise you.
Anything to your fans? Anything you'd like?
I love my fans. Thanks for sticking there with me. Thank you guys for the order. I love y'all fans.
Please touch my hand.
What world we living in? Right,
you guys send me that video.
I'm gonna send you this video.
so I can drop it in for the people.
Okay, let me send it to you right now. But this is why the race is tight, and because we got people like this in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So I don't know, and I'm gonna send this to you too. I don't know how much you know about the Darius Cook against Auntie Tad.
I saw people talking about it. I saw people giving Discord. I think I saw his rant that he went on. But I just was like, this is too much, and so I didn't really look at it.
This is what I've realized. If somebody ain't hating on you, you ain't doing enough.
Period.
Because that lady don't do nothing but cook her food and mind her damn business.
Absolutely.
And love upon her husband, because she love that husband. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Like, he had all of these, oh, she don't own this, she don't have this, her shit, her stuff is at the bottom of the shelf. You're lying. And I'm going to tell you something. You keep talking about, oh, she only in Target. She's also in Walmart because she got her seasoning packets and I have used them on my burgers.
Yeah.
Stop playing with her.
Yeah.
And she does not, she's with McCormick. So McCormick is never going to be
just in one store.
And on the bottom of nobody's shelf.
And also she has multiple different things. Like, so for Target, she has her Target home line. And then she has the different Target essentials, like the different vegan foods that she does. With McCormick, she has a seasoning line.
She is very much so.
With Donna's Recipe is the hair stuff. That's Donna's Recipe is its own brand, which is in different stores. And so,
diversify her stuff very well. And I would wish he would just make his pound cakes and shut the hell up.
Well, and then I saw Tabitha Brown said something about how, like, you know, people sometimes, and I'm pretty sure this was towards him, but she didn't say it was.
Of course she's not, but when she said, because she said he got the nerve. She said that's all they
have is the nerve.
It's to be on your nerve, because they don't have. That's all they have is the nerve. The nerve. I'm tap dancing on your nerve. You got the nerve. Just sit down.
But I think she also said something about, like, you know, when you have people in your life and, you know, they don't, like, you're doing good and they don't understand that. They don't know how to, like, basically they can't justify why you're doing so well. So they have to find something to tear you down with.
Right. If you stay focused on your own shit, you can't. You so worried about everybody else, and you sitting in the car making a video, you could be doing some other things, diversifying yourself.
I agree. I don't think anything positive really ever comes from doing doing that. And man, maybe he thought originally when he made the video that he wasn't being.
He did.
I don't know what he thought, but I don't think anything good ever comes from just sitting there and tearing somebody down.
Absolutely not.
You know, even if you're coming from a place of constructive criticism, there's a way you can do it without tearing somebody down.
Absolutely.
You know, it would have been a completely different conversation if he'd have said, and granted, I know they're not friends anymore, but it would have been a different conversation if he'd have said, I wonder what the deals look like. I wonder how much money she really got. You know, I read this article and it says she got this much, but I wonder what's going on behind the scenes because this doesn't seem like the best deal to me. Like, that comes off totally different as opposed to, like, you attacking somebody for something that you don't even know all the details about. Yeah.
You are so upset. If we ain't cool, keep your name out my mouth.
Basically. Yeah.
Shut the hell up. Is what I really want to say. So, just a little snippet on that and that foolishness.
Yeah. So, your girl Glow is on the top gospel chart.
Look, Glorilla is glowing.
I love it. I love it for her.
Gloria, hallelujah.
I love that for her. I listened to the album over the weekend. I like it. And I'm not even like a big like rap fan, but I like it. It's something that I definitely could put it on like when I'm getting ready to go out. I like Hold Up Ho. That's my favorite song right now. I like all the other ones, you know what I'm saying? A lot of her, so on this album, a lot of the songs have been playing on the radio. So I kind of feel like I already heard it. There's a couple of them that weren't on the radio. That gospel one wasn't on the radio. I didn't know Kirk Franklin was on it. But that was pretty good. I don't really care for like gospel rapping. It seemed kind of cheesy to me, but people like it, so whatever. Anyway, I'm happy for her. Happy for her.
A round of applause for Glow.
And on the topic of rap, Meg dropped the part 2 of her album or something like that.
I love Meg.
I don't know. I think it was or the deluxe version or something like that.
Probably.
So I'm interested to see how it does, because when she dropped her album, I feel like it didn't get as much attention as it really could have. So we'll see how this part 2 or deluxe, I don't know what it is, but we'll see how this goes. Because I feel like she did the tour, she dropped the album, but still for some reason it didn't get the attention that I felt like it should have gotten. I also feel like she didn't really get that much radio play on her album songs, other than the Japanese one.
Okay,
yeah. Exactly. And I think the only reason why that one did so well is because of TikTok, because of social media hype. So I feel like her album could have gotten a little bit more, I don't know.
Radio play?
Yeah, radio play. So that's what's going on with the rap girls.
The rap girlies.
What else we got going on?
I don't even know. Oh. Birthday date.
So we can talk about that.
So this young lady had a birthday.
Y'all probably seen this.
She wore her jean romper. Her friend popped out and showed niggas.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
And now
she
her
put
friend
that shit on as she asked her to do.
And now her friend is quite perturbed.
What's your take on it?
Don't tell me to get dressed.
Period.
Don't tell me to get dressed and think I'm not getting dressed.
Period.
Because I'm getting dressed.
Also, too, know your audience. Like, I have a couple of friends who I already know they're going to do the most. Like, although now my friends be like, I do the most, but I don't feel like I do. But I know I have a few friends who are just going to do the most. And if I'm hanging out with them, I have to already have my mind set
for the most that you're going to have to do.
If I'm going out with that particular friend. So I feel like this ain't the first time her homegirl has dressed like that.
Correct.
So she has to know what her friend is capable of.
Exactly.
And that being said, you're going to have to come with it. Or something that I have done, I will just ask my friend, send me a picture of what you're wearing. Let me see what you're wearing. So I can, you know what I'm saying, gauge accordingly.
Right.
And I would never, I feel like some people do that, show me what you're wearing, and then they be like, girl, don't wear that. I would never do that. But if you showed me the outfit that you had on, then I would be like, okay, she coming outside.
Right.
So let me.
She outside to play.
Let me. I'm going to have to step it up. Because, okay, I see what it's giving. You know what I mean? I feel like that was where she messed up at. And then, but then to call her later and be like, oh, you should have dressed down, I don't know. I mean, they're young. This was her 21st birthday. But I feel like that's super immature.
Very.
Yeah. And you learned a lesson.
Pull your shit together.
Pull it together. Or if you're going to dress down, stand on that. Because I've been in situations like that too, where, you know, I'm out and I'm not, you know, I'm with people that's better dressed than me. I got to stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I guess my personality gonna have to shine through, because
This where we at.
This is where we at.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a maturity thing. Like I guess when you young, you don't think of it that way,
right.
as if like, okay, well, I just need to step up. But that's how I would have took it. I would have took it as, okay, I'm just gonna have to step up.
Pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
Especially it's your birthday.
The girl was like, people was asking me if it was my birthday, but
because you dressed the part.
Yeah. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Your friend said come outside, and you came outside. That's her fault that she ain't come with it on her 21st birthday. But you know what? And not to take it here, but to take it here. As a bigger woman, I feel like this is a common problem. Because the girl was small. Both of them were small. But I feel like people that are small think that just because they are small, that anything they put on
is going to...
Yeah. And a lot of times you can't just rely on that.
Right.
Especially now when, you know, everybody's really up in their game. People are accessorizing. You know, everybody's into fashion now. You can't just throw something on and think just because you little, it's going to be cute. Yeah.
You got your button down with your bra showing. That ain't going to...
Exactly.
Baby.
And then your friend coming out in a fur. It's like...
She looked good.
She did. I wasn't mad at her. If anything, if I would have saw my friend, it would have inspired me to like either do something different next time, or honestly, I probably would have changed my outfit. I would have been like, well, wait a minute, let me change because y'all really doing it. You know what I mean?
So, everybody sends. First of all, I feel like send me what that would be my thing. Send me what you wearing, y'all. Everybody send what you wearing.
Yeah. Or at least tell me what you wearing. Like even if you don't, because you know how sometimes like you got a vision, but you don't really have the outfit together. So like at least tell me your vision, so I kind of know what direction we going in. Yeah. Anyway, y'all. So all right, we want to get into the topic. So
sure.
It's Halloween, spooky season. I already know you scary. So, what would you say is the scariest movie or book that you've ever experienced? And why did it freak you out?
I have, so at each stage of my life. So when I was a kid, my parents made me watch Chucky. And that, first of all, my father was the worst. My father and my brother were the worst. So my father had this mask that he would wear. And he would, so we lived in a split level home. So him and my brother would pass the mask back and forth, so we thought the person was all over the house. Because we didn't know somebody was home. So he would do shit like that. So I've already had the
trauma.
It made me watch Chucky. So I've never been good with scary movies. So between that... So Chucky, but I guess now it was kind of laughable. And I've never watched like the Freddy's, and I don't know.
The scariest movies for me, I can't say that one is particularly scarier than the others, but like you, I do, like when I was younger, like Chucky's and stuff like that didn't bother me. You know what bothered me? The Sixth Sense.
So yeah, I watched that, and then once I got it, because I was like paying attention, you know, and when they said he was dead, and I was like, oh, makes sense. You know, that doesn't.
It scared me though, because I started like it. I hate when movies like take real things and like give it an explanation. So like now all of a sudden when you feeling cold, you're like, why I just get cold in here? Now I'm thinking it's a ghost in the house. Like
turn the heat up.
So that's the kind of stuff that scares me, like stuff that it could be real. So the Sixth Sense scared me when I was like younger. Now obviously it doesn't. But you know what scares me now? Some shit I don't fuck with. The Exorcist.
Oh, I don't.
Anything I always tell like my friends, my family, if they want to watch a scary movie, anything that has to do with like demon possession, that has to do with like stuff like that. People having an exorcist done on them. Like, I don't like religious horror. I don't like that because
don't play with the Lord.
Yeah, I just
don't play with the Lord and don't play with the devil.
That be scaring me. That be scaring me. Regular like I'm not scared of like vampires, werewolves, even witches to a certain extent. But like witches too be kind of crossing that line because they be getting a little spiritual sometimes, and then I be like, all right, I don't want to fuck with it. Yeah. Yeah, like voodoo stuff. I could watch it to a certain extent. If it's kind of like fake, I could watch it. But when it start getting like it's almost real, can't watch it. And really, and truly, honestly, y'all, the one thing that scares me now is true crime.
I love true crime.
No, I don't like it because for me, that shit actually happened.
You know what my brother said to me? He said, Kendra, how can you watch all these crime shows but can't watch, and those things happen for real, like LSN and stuff like that, but then you can't watch a scary movie? I was like, I don't know. That's
how I feel like when I watch that.
It's more people talking than the music and the build up, and it's like there's no
like jump scares.
I don't like the jump scares.
So for me, it's like it's my mental. Like now I'm looking at people like, you know, I'm watching a documentary about a wife who just killed her husband all of a sudden. Now I'm looking at people I know like, you could flip out and kill your husband one day. You know what I mean? Or you could flip out and kill your best friend one day. Like, that'd be scaring me. It makes me paranoid because it's like that happened to people. People literally go through that.
Yeah.
Some of them still sitting in jail right now today.
Just like the boys, the Mendez brothers.
Yes, and that's why I don't like watching stuff like that. So I probably was, and there's actually, so you have the Netflix TV series, and then there's another documentary about the Menendez brothers that somebody at work told me to watch it. They said it was really good. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I will. And then I get like, I don't know. I don't want to say obsessed, but like consumed. Like when I watched the Gypsy Rose thing, I was invested. I'm doing all this research now, trying to figure out what happened, watching all these different documentaries. But it's like I can't let it go.
It's girl.
And then like with the Ted
Bundy,
is that the one that Zac Efron played him? Yeah, I got all into that. And then the other one with the guy that was killing the black people.
I can't think
of his name either.
But y'all know because they would talk about the black dude that was winding his waist.
Yeah. I can't think of his name. But anyway, so when I watch stuff like that, it gets like, one, I get scared because I feel like people really actually out here like doing this fucking shit. And then two, I get obsessed with it, and then I start researching it and looking up everything I could possibly find on the story, and it's just not healthy for me. So true crime is what scares me now as an adult. I don't be getting into it. I don't like it. People always be like, "Oh, you should watch this true crime thing." No, I don't want to watch no true crime, because then I'm gonna be looking around at my friends and family like, yeah, like you might freak out and try to kill me. I can't just say, if you lie to me, you'll kill me. But yet you watch all this true crime.
Because I know, so I could be, my peoples compete.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I ain't doing it. That's y'all bag. I can't think of, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either, but whatever. I'll look it up later and we'll drop it down. Y'all probably yelling at us, telling us what it is, but I can't think of it right now. So, all right, so we talked about the TV shows and movies that scared you then versus now. But just in general,
I mean, everything scares me. I fast forward through everything.
Just in general, what fears would you say you have now as an adult versus like as a kid?
Something happens to my kids.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
When I, like in the middle of the night, I'll fall asleep and think that I'm going to hear Janae come in, but I don't hear anything. I'm on that Find My Friends.
Yeah.
That somebody coming into my house and I don't hear it.
Yeah.
I think that's like now it'd be like stuff like slipping and falling and being the only person home.
Oh God.
And being dead by the door, you can't come out.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's real. Oh, that's real. I think about, man, some of my biggest fears, this is kind of a funny one, but like when I hear little noises, no, but like the first thing that comes to my mind is not like a ghost or anything. It's like, what done broke in this house? And I just get anxiety, like, what the fuck
Let me get up.
am I gonna have to fix? Like, you know, like when you were younger and you hear little bumps in the night, you thinking like, oh, somebody's in here. Now I hear a bump in the night, I'm like, oh God. If one more thing break in this goddamn house.
That's a homeowner, they say.
Right, exactly. We had, something happened. Oh, the TV flickered off. My family was laughing at me so bad because we were sitting watching TV and it had flickered and it just like flickered and it went black and then it came back on. But when it went black, when I tell y'all, my heart just dropped. I just was like, oh God, I don't want to replace the TV right now. And then it came back on and Sydney and Chris died laughing. I was like, y'all, it's not funny. They were like, yo, you were devastated. I said, yeah, because the first thing that comes to my mind is,
who fixing it?
I'm going to have to replace the TV now. And I was like, I was praying. I was like, Lord, I can't deal with it. I just can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Get us through the end of the year, please.
Something else breaking, having to toilet seats, like, please God.
Right.
It'd be please God. Please God.
Now I'll be scared of like that I left something on when I leave. I'd be like, oh God, did I leave this on? Did I leave that on? So stuff like that be bothering me. I think Judah's kind of like you. He be scared for people to come in the house. One time, recently actually, Sydney came in the house late from school. And he thought she was home already. Which I'm like, I don't know how you thought she was home because the car wasn't outside. But I think he was just kind of in autopilot mode. It was like 11 o'clock at night and he put the alarm on. So she actually texted, hey, I'm on my way. But we were asleep, so nobody got the message. So she comes in and set the alarm on. This man jumps up, grabs the gun, and he's like standing at the door. And I wake up, I look at my phone first because the alarm's going off, but it sends an alert to your phone. So when I look at my phone, I see the alert, and then I see like the message on a banner of Sydney saying she on her way home. So now I'm thinking he gonna shoot the baby. I'm like, it's Sydney. It's Sydney. She's home. She's home.
First off, the alarm going off, sir. They gone. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. The people is gone.
Hopefully. But it woke us up out of our sleep. So I think his first reaction was like, let me just get prepared. But I'm like,
oh, shoot the child.
Exactly. Like, it's Sydney. Please. Please lay down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Disarm yourself. That's funny.
Do it. So yeah. So we had to just say, hey, look, when it's late like that, just check, make sure the alarm is off. Because everybody has it on their phone. But I think she thought because she had sent us a text.
Like, yeah, like y'all wouldn't have.
Right. But so to your point, that's one of the fears now, somebody coming in the house. Child. I used to be scared of the dark when I was little. Like, not like real bad, but like kind of sort of.
I mean, because things go bump in the night. Because that's what they say on Goosebumps.
I used to be scared of the dark. I do wonder, like, what did I think was going to happen?
It's always the fear of the unknown. Yeah. I mean, when you're a kid, the fear of the unknown is the worst.
Yeah. But it'd be like you in your room where, like, you see the same shit. Like, you could walk around your room
sometimes
at night.
You be sitting there and all of a sudden that light hit it the wrong way and then you see some eyeballs.
You know what I can never do? I can never sleep, like, in front of a mirror. Because when I wake up
and see yourself
and see myself and my brain is
trying to get your eyes to,
yes.
You be like, child, that being up in the dark and hearing something and trying to get your eyes to adjust to your cat vision.
Hurry up. Yeah. Hurry up and adjust.
It's like you trying to open up your pupils more and they getting no wider. So that's funny. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. Take your kids trick-or-treating if you don't.
I can't wait to see the little kids in their costumes. That's my favorite part.
I ain't doing nothing. I want to just sit at home. I really want to just sit home.
You gonna pass out candy?
No. Watch a movie. do something fun with the kids. I don't feel like doing none of that.
Get them kids some candy. Why you being like that?
I'm talking about at home with my children.
No, I mean like the kids in the community.
They don't come around.
Y'all want to come over here?
It's traffic.
That's true.
Because I've been thinking about going back towards my job because like, there's a neighborhood and stuff, and they be. I mean, the people of the Caucasian persuasion be decorating.
I may do that. Like I may take probably maybe Wednesday instead of rushing to get home. I may take my time and just drive around and see all the decorations.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
they're really nice decorations. I was showing when I was taking her to her interview. She was like, "Oh my gosh," she said they probably give out the big balls around here. I said, "I know." I had thought about because the 29th, Kamala's in DC.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
I had thought about taking off and going to that rally. But I was like, that means taking the metro because you ain't gonna find no parking. And then everybody taking the metro. I know, but I'm at work.
That's true. I also heard that traffic is supposed to be bad on Halloween, so y'all be careful.
It's always bad. People trying to rush home to get for the candy and
stuff.
So
I have not experienced that. But then again, I don't be rushing home.
I've experienced it.
I was thinking maybe I might take off a little bit early, but then I was like, nah, I'll just get here when I get here.
You be in the mess.
Well, no, because my brother and my stepdaughter will be home. So they can start it. But, like, I'll just get here when I get here. I'll see who I see. We got a Ring camera, so anybody I miss, I could see them on the camera.
Yeah, we don't get trick-or-treaters.
And I got to see my little cousin. I sent him a Spider-Man costume, so.
Josh was supposed to be PJ Masks. I gotta figure out what I'm going to do for Jonathan.
What size he wear?
Joshua. 2C.
Oh, okay. Because Kingston has a PJ Mask. It's a 4T from last year.
Yeah, he got his dad bought it for him.
Oh.
I said, okay. Parent of the year, I guess. Anyway, that concludes another wonderful Halloween spooky episode. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you like, subscribe,
hit the notification
bell, and drop down in them comments.
Period. We will drink to that.
It's a spooky season.